Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie. This is Wrestling in Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Be sure to thumbs up the video. Be sure to join me in the comments. Be sure to like and make sure you subscribe. I looked at my stats and I see a lot of people that listen aren't subscribed. Like you're listening but you're not clicking. Join me on my road to 300 and beyond. Because I play an interesting and integral part of the internet wrestling community. I am a unicorn in this field of milk and mayonnaise and strong opinions and vapidness and obliviousness to what's going on in the wrestling world. Okay? Okay. So, follow me, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, in the bio, in the strip or whatever on this page, and let's have this conversation. So I was on Instagram and Brandy Rose, beautiful Brandy Rose, that's a beautiful woman, boy, I tell you. She has questionable style, but you know, she dresses like old girl from Dukes of Hazzards. I don't really know what her style is supposed to be per se, but that's nevertheless. So Brandy Rhodes was going to go live Q&A on Instagram this past Wednesday. So I went on down into the comments and I said, I want to know where's the diversity. I'm still waiting. Brandy Rhodes replied to me and she said this, and I'm still floored and I'm saddened and disgusted. She said, this is a cop-out question. You can't want diversity. Get diversity and then say, well, I don't like these people. I don't like those people. I don't think people understand what the word diversity is, what the word inclusion means. I don't think people understand ethnicity, and I don't think people understand race. Once again, this podcast is called Wrestling in Color. When I talk about color, I'm talking about black people. I'm talking about black Americans. I'm talking about American descendants of chattel slavery. I'm talking about Negroes. I'm talking about niggas. I'm talking about black people, black Americans. Okay, I am black American. I'm looking for some black American representation. Remember when Kofi Kingston won the WWE Championship? They made it a point to say that he was an African-born champion, the first. They didn't say he was African American because that is a distinct culture and group of people. Okay? So when I say I want to see some black women or some more black men wrestling, I am being specific in that request. Okay? Just like the Scottish with Drew McIntyre, just like how they're super happy that they have representation of their heritage as an ethnicity, I guess. As a race, he is a big giant white man. His representation in that department is solidified. But there's not too many Scottish men on WWE or AEW. Well, Sheamus, I think he's Irish, and you got Finn Balor, you know, I believe he's Irish too. They got these accents. Listen, okay? The point is, everyone has a specific ethnicity. Everyone is representing their country and their ethnicity proudly. But when a black American such as myself, when an African American such as myself, a Negro, a ADOS such as myself say, where are the black Americans? I am bombarded with mixed wrestlers, Latino wrestlers, and one black person. I'm not asking about mixed race people. And I'm not asking about no fucking Latinos. Okay? Latinos been coming up and been getting their representation long time. Long time. With that being said, I don't know what the fuck Brandy Rose was talking about, and I'm still sitting here, and these people are trying to explain shit to me, and LGBTQ. What the fuck did that have to do with diversity? And that's why I don't like the term. I don't like diversity. I don't like the term diversity. I don't like the term people of color. That is the cop out. That is the cop out. So with that being said, let's head on back down to 2019. AEW was featured in the Washington Post. Upstart AEW is taking WWE head on with a focus on diversity and inclusion. I didn't write this. AEW made it a point to say, hey, we're not going to do the people like WWE do you. We're going to come with something different. Okay. Before I dive into this article, Brandy Rose did go on live. And I went to her live and I continued to ask some questions that she flat out ignored. I said, what's up with the diversity? Where are the black women wrestlers? When are you going to sign more talent outside of the 3 fucking people that's in your pool? Ignored the question. She talking about pizza. She talking about the Mandalorian. She talking about Cody's neck tattoo. She talking about what's her favorite part of Disney. She talking about pizza with pineapples. I said, so when is Sonny Kiss going to make his TV debut? Ignored it. She talking about shoes. This bitch didn't say absolutely anything worthwhile in her entire life. Why you couldn't answer none of my questions? A cop out. You know, it's funny because it's the same woman that she claims she told her husband Cody when he told her, I don't see color, that, well, if you don't see color, then you don't see me. And you can't answer a fucking question about diversity that you all yelled out and shouted when you first started this fucking company. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying AEW. But I'm still going to ask the question, just like I'm asking WWE, how is it that you got all the black wrestlers wrestling through a fucking pandemic when any other day of the fucking week you can't get a black wrestler on the goddamn TV, even win something? They get a win here and there. Look what the fuck y'all did to Cedric Alexander and mixed race Ricochet. Look what y'all did. They lost to some fucking jobbers. Y'all had Titus O'Neil in the ring with the fucking Bobby Lashley. Y'all got Apollo Crews out there thinking he finna do some shit, and the man all of a sudden got hurt and got put out. Ain't see Apollo shit yet. I don't even know how Apollo is even comfortable in the position he's in. And be sure to go back, because I did a spotlight on Apollo Crews, and he said this ain't what he was looking for when he signed with the WWE. This ain't it right here. So in this article in 2019, written September 26th by Chris Kelly of the Washington Post, he starts out talking about Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose, her tagline is Native Beast. All of a sudden, Nyla Rose is black, African American, Nyla Rose is mixed, and she's everything for everybody. This woman specifically speaks to her Native American heritage. And that is what I call her, Native American. When I said, where are the black women, I did not say Nyla Rose. Sure didn't. When I say, where are the black women in WWE, don't none of y'all fucking say Nia Jax. You don't say Nia Jax, but y'all damn sure say Sasha Banks. And she's like a Latino pouring out, mixed. And then you telling me about some LGBT. What the fuck that got to do with where the black woman at? So they went on to talk about Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is a transgender. One of the first. That would be called inclusion. You will never see WWE with a transgender wrestler. You will never see it in life, period. Now, WWE will make fun of gay people. They will make fun of transgenders. They will make fun of transsexuals. But they will not have one showcased on their show. AEW is the first to do it. Congratulations to them. But that's not answering my motherfucking question of where the black women at. Where the black talent. Y'all just steady hiring wrestlers. But I don't see you scammering for, I don't know, some more black talent. Timing is everything, and kind of interest in all in success. When they had the All In, it was a success. Conceded with a handful of prominent pro wrestlers becoming free agents around the same time. Along with Rhodes and the Young Bucks, AEW eventually tout Chris Jericho, John Moxley, who performed as Dean Ambrose, Kenny Omega, who is huge in Japan. Another core value is being open to inclusivity and diversity, according to the company's chief brand officer and Rhodes' wife, Brandy Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes has worked in the wrestling business for most of the decade, and as an African American woman, her career is marked by several milestones. Now, her position at AEW makes her the first African American woman to hold an executive position in a major North American wrestling promotion. A first that comes with real ability to affect change. She has spearheaded AEW's partnership with Culture City, which is a nonprofit that helps, the developmentally disabled and stuff enjoy the show. Rose is one such athlete, aside from an illusion about her transition. In an interview during the YouTube channel, AEW has not turned Rose Jenner into fodder for a wrestling storyline. I'm still waiting for Sunny Kiss. However, critics went in on Nyla Rose. AEW and TNT is banking on inclusion and diversity along with a sports center approach to pro wrestling. All will give them staying power, especially in the shadow of WWE, a multi-billion-dollar company. WWE is certainly paying attention in a move reminiscent of the Monday Night Wars. Cool. Remember, they had a whole panel during the rollout of AEW, and one such panel was focused on diversity and inclusion. There is anticipation around who these individuals are. At the time, we didn't know who was going to be in AEW. While WWE has a robust talent pool, it's clear there are multitudes of people that can prosper at levels desired by AEW. There's a lot of talent from around the world that AEW may investigate leveraging. But during his talk, Cody Rhodes, he made specific reference to the place of African American wrestlers on the AEW roster, which points to a deeper understanding of what is needed in professional wrestling. We want to put a product out that is congruent with today's society and a snapshot of what American and the world looks like. Rhodes responded when asked about the lack of black wrestlers on the singles roster. I think we're doing a good job, but that work is never finished. Oh, really? Okay. This is an important topic that has continued to get pushed around the wrestling industry using the WWE as a barometer. There's a lot left to be desired when it comes to how men and women are used on the roster. Yes, we live in a world where Kofi Kingston is WWE champion, but this is the exact reason why his rise to the title this year impacted and attracted so many people. We go back to Kofi. Once again, he was specifically pointed out to be African born. So when we asked for a black champion, we were kind of asking for African American, quiet as it's kept. One of the things my wife, Brandy Rhodes, has been a marvel at with this company is seeking out diverse superstars and wrestlers for our product, and I think we will continue to do so. Oh, really? I think African American representation on our brand is huge, and there are some absolute stud men and women I would love to be a part of AEW and love to be a part of Dynamite. We're going to do everything we can provide the most diverse roster, first and foremost and best. Rhodes is facing down a topic that shouldn't be controversial, but can be, bring out the worst in some people. Even though both diversity and inclusion have been proven positive impacts on company, there are those who loudly speak out against this practice, nothing more than politically correct. Building a wrestling roster that has representation of the world is an important step for AEW. If they are working to target many in the wrestling community that are underserved by popular promotions, if properly implemented, there's an opportunity that fans looking for the type of representation they will follow. While diversity within the roster is an important aspect, inclusion is vital. AEW can build a roster that is diverse of the word in every sense of the word. But if the talent fall within the category of POCs are frequently mismanaged in booking, then their practice will be far from a success. There go that fucking POC. You can't call Asians POC when each one is specifically representing their respective Asian country. Japan, Korea, China. POC is an umbrella which needs to stop being used. It literally erases everyone's culture and puts everyone in the pot as if they all experience life the same way. No. African Americans, Black Americans, Negro Americans experience America and the world totally different from a Native American, an Asian American, a Japanese American, a Chinese American. We are not the same, and there's nothing wrong with that. I would like to see some representation. That is it. And there's that. So when I asked her that question, it wasn't to cause controversy. It was to ask a year later, where's the diversity? It's going to be September 26th. That article is over 2019. It's going to be a year of AEW in 2020 coming up. What are we going through? Okay, so somebody want to sit here and argue with me about how many women's on the roster. Oh, it's representation. I said black, so here I am. I'm pulling up the roster. We got Nyla Rose, the Native Beast, Native American. Congratulations to the Native Americans. And on the inclusion side, transgender. Okay? All right. Let's keep on going. Adam Page. I kind of miss Adam Page. Where he at? Brody Lee, Jericho, Christopher Daniels, the Best Friends, old Colt Cabana. Right. Evil Uno. Isaiah Cassidy. One half of Private Party. Okay, let's keep a tally. Let's keep a tally. Because the last thing I want to do is be sitting here going nuts. So we got one. All right. Joey Janela, Moxley. I enjoy Jungle Boy. Kenny Omega, Kip Sabian, Lance Archer. Y'all just signed him, and I'm sitting here like, so where the black folks? Luchasaurus. I enjoy Luchasaurus. Marco Stunt out here getting his ass beat. Mark Quinn, the other black talent. Boom. Private Party. Matt Jackson. Orange Cassidy. Ortiz. Okay, we got POC over here. We'll put this under the POC. Ortiz. Let me go back and get the other POCs. Because there was an Asian. Nyla Rose. She's in the POC category. You can get mad if you want. This is the world we live in. Everyone has a fucking label, okay? Okay, we're gonna keep going. Christopher Wynn. Oh, okay, that's two. That's three. All right, the Evil Uno. That's okay. I don't think he was all right. Frank Cassie got good. Janela. Okay. Jungle Boy. Okay, let's Archer, Harley, Luther, Luchasaurus. Is Luchasaurus a human? I love Luchasaurus. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Michael Kazawa. That's under the POC. Okay, so that's 4. No, wait. Yeah, that's... Oh, so that... Okay, that's 4. All right. Pentagon. We got 5. All right. QT Marshall. Ray Phoenix. I enjoy Lucha Brothers and Death Triangle. I'm going to need more of the Death Triangle. We got Sammy Guevara. All right, under the POC. Santana. POC. Scorpio Sky. All right, we got a black other half of SCU. Okay. Oh, Sonny Kiss. How could I forget Sonny Kiss? Okay. All right. Now, these are the men. Okay. All right. Wardlow, no, he's sexy. All right, so out of the men roster, we got 4 black people and 8 POCs. So let's go to the women's, because this is a wrestling podcast geared toward women's wrestling, correct? All right, let's see. Awesome Kong, who's out of action indefinitely. Up, Big Swole, Swole, Swole. Brandy Rose. Oh, gotta add her. All right, let's go. All right, all right. In the POC, we got Emi Sakura, Hakira Shida. All right. Okay. Riho. Nyla Rose. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to put Nyla Rose down here too because you know I have to take her off the top. I'm sorry about that. So there's 7 minutes there. Okay, Penelope says Savannah. Yakira Shakakaza. I don't know how to pronounce her name. So there we go. We got all right. All right. Okay, then we got the broadcast team. And then we got the referees. And then we have the coaches. All of those are Caucasian. So in the women, we have 3 black women. One's out of commission. One can't wrestle because she has autoimmune disease. And one is Brandy Rose. What the fuck? What am I missing when I asked her the question of where's the black women wrestlers in the AEW? That's all I want to know. Let me read you some of these comments. Who decided to answer me and not and go under Brandy Rose? She would know. Somebody said if where it is if she watched the product. AEW has talent from all walks of life, race, and sexuality. Goodbye. I ain't asked you that, so mind your motherfucking business. Aurora Darkheart said, it's everywhere in AEW. Black, white, Spanish, LGBT, all of it. And they all get a shot equally in AEW. Don't hide the LGBTQ. I didn't ask that. I told her to shut the fuck up. Moving on. I told Brandy Rose, I didn't say I didn't like these people. I said one black woman, Big Swole, and you. I would like to see more representation, like y'all said. Here he comes. Big Swole, Awesome Kong, Brandy, and many others. Who? Who? Many others. Who? You name 3. Aurora, you don't know what you're talking about. Kong left because of an injury. You got Big Swole, Nyla Rose. There's one black girl that they are working on in quarantine. So no, not all the wrestlers are going to be there. This ain't WWE. AEW is gonna force the rest of them to come if they don't wanna, because their health might be at stake. Just satisfy you. If you don't, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. I'm going to leave it there, folks. 1 year later, and there is, in my opinion, no diversity. There are no black Americans being represented properly. And they need to step it up. Don't be WWE 2.0 50 years later talking about the first black American women's champion. Don't do that. I'm going to leave it right there, folks. You tell me. Is AEW doing good in the diversity and inclusion and department? Are you happy with their representation of black women wrestlers? Let me know, folks. Let's have the conversation. Till next time, deuces!